Good afternoon, TikTok. Good afternoon, good afternoon. I just woke up not too long ago and I just wanted to come and spend time with you guys and talk, chit chat. Trying to remember what we were talking about yesterday. Thank you guys for joining in. Thank you guys for being here and listening in. This is Inner Beauty. And on my live broadcast right now, I have a guest. And he will be joining us shortly. And we will be doing that show. You'll be asking me some questions, and I'll be sharing a little bit more about myself. And if you guys have any questions, you guys are free to drop them below, and I will be answering them. This platform is no filter. It's completely pure and natural. It's just saying things that I've been through in my life and things that have happened to me. And it's just a lot of things have happened, and I'm not saying things don't happen to people. Things happen to everybody, but when it happens to you personally, it's a different feeling than when you're trying to have sympathy for somebody else because you're not going through what that person's going through. You're only having a facade. You're only having a guess of, oh, she might or he might be going through this. You're not really sure about what that person's going through unless you're doing it and you're going through it and you can feel it. You know what you're going through. It's a different kind of feeling. Welcome, Prophet Miracle. Welcome.
Hi, many blessings to you. I'm very glad and happy to be here and also to listen and enjoy this particular program you are hosting. So, yes, we are listening to you.
Yeah, so excuse me, guys, excuse me, guys. So, I was talking about hurt and pain on my last segment about different things that have happened that I've been through that have caused me hurt and pain. And it's all been through people. It's all been through somebody. It's all been through some person. And it's like, these are not even natural events. These are not like car accidents where it's out of your control. Or these are not like, oh, these are just like, oh, I lost them. Or some kind of, some kind of natural event occurs. Or you get a fire. Or you get a flood or something. Or something like that. Those things are natural events. But you getting hurt and all this going on, those are not natural. You just, it's just, that's how it is. That's how it is. So all these things are painful and hurtful. And, this is something that I've just been used to over time. I've been used to feeling like that. I've been used to getting that thrown at me. I've been used to all of that. And it's just like, it's become something routine for me. It's not new. And it's like, I'm asking you, Prophet Miracle.
Hello.
Yeah. It's like, when somebody keeps getting hurt over and over again, it affects them. It impacts them as a person. They keep
That
getting
is true.
hurt. People keep hurting them.
That is true.
Yeah. You start to get used to that. You start to get used to getting hurt. So then you think everybody that you know or everybody that you run into is going to hurt you because you're already used to that. You're already used to everybody coming in your life and hurting you. So everybody that comes into your life, you automatically think that they're gonna hurt you because that's what you're used to. You're not used to people being friendly. You're not used to people being fun, nice, and kind to you. You're not used to all of that. Even your family members didn't do that. You're not used to that. So when somebody's trying to do that, you're kind of skeptical and you're kind of looking at that person with two eyes because it's like, how can somebody be like this? I've never met somebody like this in my life. I've never met somebody kind or caring like this. Like this is just weird. I don't even know this person. And people that have been in my life have fake being kind and friendly, and they weren't really that. That wasn't really who they really were. They were just putting up a front.
Mm.
They were just trying to look good and stuff. And it's like, they were trying to be, friendly. But I
Yeah.
wasn't used to people being friendly. So everybody was a suspect to me. I started looking at everybody double-sidedness and stuff. I started being like, oh, wow, I don't know how this person, he a little bit too nice or she a little bit too nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something don't feel right about this situation because I'm not used to people being nice. I'm not used to people caring and acting like they, doing things to like caring for me and stuff. That stuff is like something's not right about the situation. And I always was trying to be suspecting people, like paranoid, because everybody in my life did something wrong to me. So I think everybody in my life is gonna do something wrong to me. Whenever they come close to me, I get nervous. I don't like people close to me anymore. It's just I feel claustrophobic. I feel like I don't want too many people around me. That's how it just came like that. The time that I was out there doing my thing, club hopping, going from one bar to another, messing around with this guy and this guy, doing all these things. That time, I just didn't care. I just was doing what I was doing.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome, Saj Cheller. Welcome, 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 Prophet Miracle. Welcome, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And welcome, Chanel Brown. You're welcome. Welcome, welcome, Michelle Robinson. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good morning. Good morning. You're welcome to this platform. Feel free to ask any questions as we go on. So I mean, I've been used to pain. I've been used to feeling this kind of way, and it's like I've been thinking like, oh, you know what? Everybody, I just keep thinking everybody's gonna hurt me. I don't want to give nobody a chance to be my friend. I've been losing interest in having friends for years. It's like I'm just so skeptical of people because I don't even know who to trust. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just paranoid because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to people hurting me, people coming in my life and causing me pain, causing me to cry, causing breaking my heart. I'm used to all of that. That always happens, and so it's something that's routine for me. And it's like me being friends, like I'm adding more to my plate because why would I want to be that's like I feel like I'm injuring myself. Like I'm injuring myself because I know somebody. I know I'm this person I'm letting in my life. I know they're gonna hurt me, and I still let them in my life and give them an opportunity to hurt me. It's like
Yeah, that's a
think that
problem.
I'm hurting myself because it's like why would you be putting yourself in a situation where you know you're gonna get hurt?
Exactly.
And I just got after a while I got tired of doing that. I got tired of opening my world to people. I get tired of opening up to people because the people just grimy. How you doing something with me in the next bedroom in my mother's house? I let you in my mother's house. Me and you doing something. Your friend, and while me and you were getting it on, your friend is next door robbing my mother. What kind of craziness is this? What are you crazy? Why are you doing this? You came. I let you in my mother's house. That's a big risk. My mother, there's so many things that could happen to me. There's a lot. And it's like, I was taking a chance doing that. And then when I did that, you wouldn't go rob my mother. And then your friend had me in the room for 2 hours. And I knew that's why so I was like, what the hell is going on? This is not supposed to be so long like this. He want to do all this extra stuff. And we were in the room for 2 hours. So he had enough time to take everything he wanted to take. And I'm like, oh, what kind of people are these? Me and your friend is getting on in the bedroom, and you robbed my mother right there, right under my nose, and I didn't even know it. I had no clue. You got me feeling guilty out in these streets, begging for food. Then this guy trying to make me work for him. And I'm like, oh, come on, we just went through this the other day. And it was crazy. It was like, oh my God, this is just insane. These things like that just can leave scars and can leave you feeling some kind of way. Like, well, what are people looking at you as? They're looking at you somebody that you don't mean anything. You're not valuable. Since you was born, you never felt valuable. You never felt valued. From the people that was supposed to value you from day one, they didn't value you. Now, the people that you're running into, they're not valuing you either. So you haven't really felt valued your life. You just been treated some kind non-important, non-existent person. You just been treated like you just a nobody. Like nobody just everybody's look at you like you nothing. Like you don't mean anything to nobody. Because if I was valuable to you since I was born, you would have been there for me. You would have been close. You would have been more caring and compassionate of me. You would have been there, being that my father left us for another woman. You would have been more caring and more attentive to me emotionally, because that alone can cause emotional trauma too. When the father leaves the mother, and the mother has to take care of the child all by herself, that can leave emotional trauma. That hurts. That can make somebody emotional because of the stress of having to do all this by herself, taking this child and still try to pay the bills and do all of that. So she was going through all of that. And I know that. She was. And it wasn't easy for her, but she was able to pull through and was able to provide. But what she didn't really provide, she provided materialistic support, but she didn't provide emotional support. And that messed me up because that was from what was the basis of everything about me, that emotionally the emotional support wasn't there. I wasn't valued. I was just looked at as a body, as a figure. I wasn't looked at as a person. It's different when somebody looks at you as this just a body and then a figure than when somebody actually looks at you as a person. If somebody looks at you as a person, they're looking at your personality. They're looking at who you are. They're looking at the kind of person that you are. But if somebody's just looking at you as your physical, oh, then he's just attractive or she's just beautiful, and that's all they're talking about. They're not talking about characteristics of you. They're not talking about, oh, she's smart, she's intelligent, or she's charismatic, or she's funny. They're not mentioning stuff like that. They're just talking about her physical assets. And he's just looking at her like she just want her. It's just a physical thing. It's not something like, that's why I call myself inner beauty, because I feel like I'm beautiful in the inside. I'm beautiful inside and outside, but I'm more beautiful inside. And that's the goal. That's like the best thing to have, to be beautiful and more beautiful on the inside than you are on the outside. And that's that. So, that's what I was feeling. I was feeling like that. Prophet Miracle, welcome Joy Dollar. Welcome Young Stop Killing Each Other. Welcome Joyce Dollar. Oh yeah, okay. Welcome yeah, just a second. Okay. Welcome everybody that just joined us. So, I know that. And she was mad at him and she was projecting that anger out on me. So all this, I already knew all that was going on. I already knew all that was going on. But it's like, and then I already, that just was the first, probably that was the first sign that God was showing me about robberies and stuff. Then, remember the story I told you guys about how those two, the man and the woman robbed me, when I was at my job doing a double shift. They robbed me. They took all my stuff, my furniture and everything. So now let me tell you guys this story. This story, when I talk about this story, it sometimes I can get a little bit emotional because this is the story where I almost died. That I almost was killed. I just went to DMV and I went with my 6 points. Because I always go with more than what I'm supposed to go with, because you know how it is over there. They always want to try to send you back for something. Or you forgot this, or you forgot that, or some kind of funny crappers. It's like it's frustrating. So I said I'm not going through this. I'm going to even take more than what I'm supposed to take to there. So I went there with all my 6 points and everything. I just renewed my driver's license, and I was going to go to the supermarket and get some stuff and go home and cook. But my mom was telling me just drop your paperwork at home and then go to the supermarket. But I was like, you know what? I just want to go to the supermarket. Just get it over. I don't want to be outside for too long. I don't want to go back and forth. I just want to just get what I want to get and go home and cook. So I went to the supermarket, got my stuff with my 6 points ID, my social security card, my passport, everything. All my bank cards and all of that was in there. My my I don't know. So all my paperwork, all my documents and stuff, like everything was in there. Everything, my proof of address, all of that was in there. So when I got back from the supermarket, I parked my car in front of my house. I was living in a house, but it was like 3 floors, and I was on the basement floor. I lived in the basement, and somebody else lived in the middle house, and somebody else lived on the top. So when I pulled up the car in front of the house, I got out. I was putting my groceries in, and I had to enter the house through the back because I was trying to avoid the lady that lived in the middle floor because she was trying to say, oh, whenever I smoke, I shouldn't be smoking down there because my brother has asthma and the smoke is going through the vents and all of that stuff. And this is crazy because the other day when I was coming out of the house, she was sitting on front of the house with a lady, and that lady she was sitting right next to her, and that lady was smoking a cigarette. Are you crazy? So you gonna tell me no smoking? I pay to stay here. I don't stay here for free. I pay every month. I pay you guys. I pay them every month to stay in this apartment. I could do whatever I want, and I'm paying to stay here. I'm not staying here for free, so I could do whatever I want to do in here. So I'm just looking at her like, how are you trying to complain about me smoking? That the smoke is going through the vents, and you sitting down with your friend, and you guys are sitting right next to each other, and she's smoking a cigarette, and she's sitting right next to you, and you say, come on, man, I'm not, come on, like, what is wrong with you? These people are just like, oh my God, this is crazy. You're trying to look for something to look for. You're trying to pick nit and stuff. So I decided from now on, I'm gonna start going in the house to the side of the house. I'm not going into the front no more. Cause I don't want problems. I try to avoid situations. I don't want to be trying to provoke anything. I want to just mind my business and stay out of trouble. So I always go into the side of the house. So I was putting my groceries. I pulled my car from the front. I was putting my groceries in the house, and then I saw these two men coming up. They were walking casually. I didn't even think they was gonna come to me. The way they was walking, like you see how people just walking on the street, like mind their own business. They wasn't even looking at me. Next thing I know, when I turned around to get my grocery bag, before I turned around, the guy was behind me with a gun to the back of my head, and the other guy was trying to push me in my car. It was like a movie. So the guy was like, "Give me your car keys. Give me your car keys. Give me your bag." And mind you, in my bag, I had all my 6 points. I had my passport. I had my social security card. I had all of that. I had all that stuff because I just came from DMV. So they took my bag. The other guy took my bag. He had the gun in the back of my head. He gave my bag to the other guy. The other guy took it, and then he was trying to push me in the car. And then there was one guy that drove up out of nowhere. He pulled over. He got out of his car. He was a real muscular guy. He was real tall and muscular. And they were like kind of scrawny niggas. They looked like they were real young and stuff. Like they were little small thug guys trying to act thuggish and stuff. So as soon as they saw him, I guess they got scared or something. And then the other guy just hopped in my car, and the other guy hopped in, and the other guy ran on foot around the other way and through the back, while the other guy busted a left turn with my car, and they had my bag, they had everything. They took it all, everything. I had to go to motor vehicle, try to get my license out. I explained the situation to them. Oh, you gotta bring us the police report. So I had to wait a few days to get that before I could even try to get my driver's license back. And then when I went there with that police report, They're like, oh, you need 6 points. And I said, I just told you what happened. Somebody stole my 6 points. They took my stuff. So what 6 points am I gonna have to show you? I just told you I got robbed at gunpoint. Somebody had a gun to my head and they took my bag. I had all my paperwork in there. And she's trying to tell me, oh, okay, let me look in the computer. But she started looking in the computer. She's like, okay, just bring your social security card and we can do something. So I had to go to social security office, go through a whole process with them to get that back, get that back, and go back to motor vehicle again with the social security card before I could get my driver's license back. And then after I got that back, then I had to start trying to get my passport back. It was a whole process. It was like I had to go through all of this just to get back my documents. And it's traumatic because remember I was telling you guys the other day that I was getting threatened. They took my documents. They were like, if I don't get rid of that baby, that they're gonna take my documents. They're not gonna let me come to the United States. They're gonna leave me to defend for myself. They're gonna disown me. And it's like the same thing happened to me again. Somebody came and robbed me, took my documents at gunpoint. So it's like, what the hell is going on? Why does this keep on happening? It's like it's just a pattern. It's just something that just I don't know. It's crazy. It was crazy, but I'm just glad I made it out alive. I was crying. I was so like I was just like so scared. I was shaking. I was trembling. I only stayed in that apartment for 2 nights and I moved. I packed out. I told the super, I'm like, I'm too scared. I'm too traumatized. I can't live here no more. And then I know who sent those guys because it was one guy I was going out with him. And me and his ex girlfriend, we used to be friends, so we stopped being friends. And that guy started dating me, and she got mad. She was saying, "Oh, you taking my boyfriend? You took my boyfriend away from me." And she said, "I'm gonna deal with you. You better watch your back," and all these threats and all of that stuff. So 2 days later, I get robbed at gunpoint. Somebody has a gun to my head. Are you crazy? So I know she had something to do with that because there's no way. She threatened me on the phone and stuff. She was like, "Oh well, you better watch your back. You think you're gonna steal my boyfriend, and you think you're gonna be okay? You better watch your back. I'm gonna get you and stuff. I'm gonna deal with you and all that threats on the phone." And he's sitting there just not saying nothing. He's just watching her and listening to her talk to me like this. That's what I'm saying. It's just disrespectful. It's just I've never been respected my whole life. I've just been always treated with disrespect. People just been disrespecting me all over the place. All of them just been just talking to me any kind of way, treating me any old kind of way, and just feeling like it's all right. Like there's nothing wrong with that. That it's normal. Like looking at me like I'm just a nobody. And it's just sad that people are just like this. They don't even want to give you a chance. They they just want just so quick to throw you out and just single you out and stuff. And you just why can't you just be stereotypical? And it all starts from when Rosa Parks refused to get off that bus, give up her seat. That's where it all started from. It all started from that. People started going by color, then they started going by nationality, then they started going by all this. And all this has nothing to do with people's personalities. All this has nothing to do with who people are as a person. All this has something to do with physical things, with stuff that you're seeing and all of that. It's nothing about oh how this person's real true colors are or who this person is. It's not about that. It's not about that. Hello, Daniel Manuel. Hello, NL13. You're welcome. So, Prophet Miracle,
Welcome, Daniel. Welcome.
welcome. Do you have
Yeah, hello.
anything to add before I close?
Yes, I have something to add. Um, with everything that you were saying, it means that people are actually going through a lot in secret, and people change not because they want to change, they change because of what has happened to them, what they have been going through, what they have been facing in life. All right, but regardless what people go through, I believe when you get to a certain time, you just have to come out of it. You just have to come out of it. So one more thing that I'm gonna say is that um let us continue this particular program. All right, let us continue this particular program. And as you say more to people, those who are also in hiding, those who are also scared, those who have also gone through things which has caused them to be traumatized, they are also going to come out and and be bold. Yeah, I don't have much to say, but what I'll tell the whole everyone is that be strong regardless, and also never give up just because of your past. Yeah, because your past is past and gone. You cannot change anything that is in it, but you can encourage yourself, you can advise yourself and motivate yourself with your past. And also, yes, the pain cannot go. That is one thing. The pain cannot go. Sometimes you are going to remember that, oh, I did this, I did that, they did this to me, they did that to me. All right, it's not gonna go, but it's good to channel it, channel that anger, channel that pain into something else, just as you have done right now. You have channeled everything that you have gone through since your childhood till now to a positive energy to come out here, and advise people, talk to people and let them know that regardless what they have gone through, they shouldn't give up, because there are people that are still hiding. There are people that are still hiding. People commit suicide and all that when they remember all the things they have been through, But you did not do that, and this is you saving those who are also in the same situation. So yes, regardless what you have been through, never give up and don't allow it to bring you down. Just channel that energy into something positive, and you are going to see results. Yeah, this is what I have to say.
Thank you, Prophet Miracle. Thank you.
God bless
Because
you so much.
I was saying the other day, I was saying that you imagine you as a person walking around, doing everything, going to work and all of that, and you carrying this heavy load on your chest. It's like you carrying, I feel like I'm carrying this load that I always want to get it out. I just want to bring it up. And it just makes me feel so much better bringing it out and letting it out of me. I feel so much like calmer and lighter and, like better doing that. So that's the reason why I just want to just let it out. Just want to just pour everything out, unload that load, unload that baggage, and just be normal again, be living life normally, be
Yeah.
able to just be there, and stuff. So that's what I just want to do. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, that is great. That is great. That is so great. Yes, that is so great. I believe that as this program goes on, a lot is still going to come out. And you are simply doing amazing. And I'm really glad and happy about that. Yeah.
Mhm. Welcome, Daniel Manuel. Welcome, No Kavar. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome, guys.
Mr.
Welcome,
Daniel,
Adam
welcome.
548. Welcome, the real man Vance. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, so oh, hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to clear my throat. So I told the super, I was like, I'm moving out. So I went to him. He was a pastor. I went to him and I told him, I need my security deposit because I need money to get I need money to move. So he was saying, "Oh, I gotta wait for my security deposit." And I said, "But this is an emergency. I just told you that I got robbed at gunpoint. I don't have a car. I need the money. My car, they took my car. I don't know where they took it. They haven't found my vehicle. I need my money so I can sort myself out. I'm trying to get out of here and move." This guy threatened my life. He had a gun in the back of my head. And I thought life was over. I was going looking to the sky and I was telling God, I said, God, I started telling him if I didn't, I started begging him. Because I thought I was going to go. I thought it was over. Like, I thought that was the end for me. And he just had that gun in the back of my head and I thought I was going to die. I thought it was done. I just didn't, I just closed my eyes because the one thing I see is my death. I don't want to see that.
if I'm gonna die or something, if something gonna happen to me, I don't want to see it. I just want it to happen like naturally, just happen on its own. And it's like I just had to close my eyes. Just a second, guys.
Yeah, so I closed my eyes, so I got the gun in the back of my head. My eyes.
And I was waiting for him to pull the trigger. I was just like, I was waiting, like,
I was like, I'm just waiting. My eyes are closed, but I'm just waiting for that click. I'm just waiting for that gun to go off because like you're taking too long. You just do what you gotta do. When you trying to torture me, just get it over with. Because I'm just waiting to just do it. Because it's like you're just tormenting me right now. You got this gun in the back of my head. I'm just trying to just be patient. It just, I know what's gonna happen. So I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it. So I closed my eyes. He got the gun in the back of my head. I'm still standing there. And then like a few minutes later, I'm like, I'm still here. I'm feeling like I feel like I'm breathing. I opened my eyes, but I felt myself like I knew I was alive still because I was still breathing and stuff, but I didn't open my eyes. Then finally I did open my eyes. And the next thing I knew, I see this car pull up and this guy came out of this car and he got scared. He ran dipped off of my car. So that's basically what happened. That's basically what happened. And I was too scared and paranoid to stay there, so I moved. But this guy was trying to give me a hard time, saying that, oh, I can't give you security deposit now. You gotta wait till a few weeks for me to. You gotta move out of the house apartment. I gotta go and check the apartment to make sure there's nothing broken before I can give you back your money. I can't just give you back your security deposit like that. You gotta take your stuff out. I'm like, I just told you what happened. I had an emergency. I just got robbed at gunpoint. So I mean, like, this is an emergency. I can't stay here because I'm too traumatized. I'm too scared, and I don't know if these guys are gonna come back after me. Because this girl just threatened me 2 days ago, and 2 days later, they got somebody in front of my house with a gun to my head, and she knows where I live at. She knew where I live at because she's been there before. She knows where I live at, and her telling me, "Oh, you took my boyfriend away from me, so I'm gonna deal with you." And stuff like that. And 2 days later, this happens to me. That's not coincidental. I know she's the one that sent those guys. I'm not stupid. She's the one that sent those guys after me to try to kill me because she's trying to steal her boyfriend. We were friends before, but we will stop being friends. So once that chapter is closed, me and you we don't have a relationship anymore. I don't owe you no loyalty. You don't owe me no loyalty. Once the friendship is divided, you go your way and I go mine. Why are you getting mad? Because your ex-boyfriend, your ex, not even your current boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend is trying to date me. Why would you get mad about that? And then to the point where you send men to try to take my life? Are you crazy? You're gonna send men to try to take my life over some man, and you don't even know if he's not even all over you like that. He's not even feeling you like that. He's not even all over, like he's not even interested in you like that. And you doing all of this, you're going through all of this just because of him. Are you crazy? You think he's gonna go through all that for you? You're nuts. He's not doing that. Gonna send somebody to come try to kill somebody because they trying to take you. No, she's not good. He's not gonna do that. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. You gonna send men to try to kill me, and then do you think that that's it? So you think if those men would have killed me, you think you would still had him? He would have went to look for another girl or another woman. And they used to look like a dummy because you doing all this for some guy that's not even paying you no attention like that. He just there. He just and like he just maintaining you, like he just managing you. He's not really into you like that. And you're going through all this things that you're doing, and then you're looking ridiculous. You're looking real ridiculous because it's like, why are you doing all this? And he's just not even paying you no attention. You stressing yourself. You hurting yourself. You hurting yourself. Welcome, Ohima Burberry. Everybody, follow Prophet Miracle and Ohima Burberry, please.
Thank you.
So, what do you have to add to that, Ohima?
Wow, I just joined. I wasn't home.
Um,
I just joined. I even wanted to ask you which part of the story you were saying, where you've gotten to. But I think I know now.
yeah. So what I was saying was, welcome www.tiktokrespect.com. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Yeah. So what I was saying was, I was telling them about the story about how I got robbed at gunpoint because this girl, she thought I was trying to steal her boyfriend. We used to be friends before, and we stopped being friends. So then, and that's her ex-boyfriend. Me and him started dating. She was getting upset. She was getting mad that me and him started dating because she threatened me. That she said she's gonna send men after me. She's gonna send people after me. That I'm not gonna get away with this. I'm gonna pay for this. She was threatening me on the phone, and he was just standing there listening. He wasn't even saying anything. He was just like just listening to the whole thing. And then after that, 2 days later, that's when these men came in front of my house. They had one of them had a gun to my head, back of my head, telling me to get in the car. The other one had my bag. They took my car keys. They took my stuff, my documentation, and all of that. They took all my documents, and I had to go through hell and back to get all my paperwork back. It was a struggle, but I got it back, and that was the end of it. But 2 days later, then a couple of days later, now I'm trying to fight with this man to get my security deposit. He's telling me that I have to move out first, and he has to come and check the apartment and see if there's anything wrong with it before I can get my security deposit back. And I'm telling him, I'm like, this is an emergency. I just told you that I got robbed at gunpoint in front of my house. I'm too scared to stay in this apartment. It's too traumatic. I want to move out. I can't, I need money to put myself back in track. And then after that, he was like, okay, because of the situation, I'm going to make an exception this time. But you have to sign a paper that says if there's any major damage after I vacate the premises, I have to pay a certain fee of whatever that damage is. And I signed the paper because I'm like, I just try and get out of here. I'm not trying to do all this extra stuff. He's trying to do all this. Go ahead. I'm not with that. I'm just trying to get out of here. I need to even know where I live. And she knew where I lived because she's been to the house before. So she knew where I lived and all of that. So I knew she had something to do with it. And it's like, you trying to have me killed over some man. I don't know how women do that. When you watch these crime shows on TV, how these women just go killing another woman because of a man. Oh, you trying to take my husband away from me. You're trying to take my man, so I'm gonna have you killed. And they actually go ahead and kill her. Or have somebody kill her. And at the end of the day, when they get in trouble, they go to jail and get in all this trouble and stuff. It's like, why would you want to put yourself through all of that? And you, at the end of the day, you're gonna be one locked up in prison. You're gonna be the one going through all of this stuff, and he's gonna be out there enjoying himself, living his life. You think he's gonna be thinking about you? No, he's not. He's gonna probably move on with the next woman and start a whole new thing with her, and that's it. He's not gonna. He's probably not even. You're lucky if he even comes visit you in prison. You're lucky if he does that. And you're gonna probably be sitting there for 25 to life while he's out there having fun, going from one woman to another. And see how dumb you look? You sitting in a jail cell because you're trying to kill a man. You're trying to kill a woman over a man, and you killed that woman for that over that man. And now you a dummy. You sitting in a jail cell doing 25 to life, probably life behind bars without parole. And while he's still out there walking around the street, living his life normally happy and all of that. Now who looks stupid now? And he said, sometimes you gotta, I know you're in love and shit, but you gotta use your brain sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta think, like, what am I doing? I'm trying to kill her because of him. And gotta think sometimes. You can't be doing that. That's why I remember one time I got arrested. When the cops pulled me over, I got arrested. And then the guy, he just being all rough with my arms. That's why I said the aggression has been all over my life. He put them handcuffs behind my on my arms, behind my back. He was pushing me in the back of the cop car like a damn animal. He was just rough with me. And it's like I'm just like I'm lucky. I don't know why I didn't sue them. Because he was real rough with me. He was just pushing me in the car. I'm like, and he's asking me, how are you asking somebody a question? And you're not even giving that person a chance to answer that question. You already talking about another question. You just asked me a question, officer. You asked me something. I'm trying to give you an answer. You're not even giving me a chance to give you an answer. You're already on the next question. How you expect me to jump, go from one question to another without answering the first one first? It's crazy. Like you gotta answer one question before you start answering another one. You can't just be answering 20 questions at the same time. You're not 20 people. You're only one person. And then when he took me into the back of the precinct to book me, he had made me hold that little plaque that those people they make them hold when they get locked up. I don't know what they call that crap. And he tied my one side of the handcuff when he was doing my fingerprint. He took one side of the handcuff off and he tied my other hand on top of the seat or some kind of bench or something. I'm like an animal. I'm like, are you serious? So you really think I want to run out that door? You really think I'm trying to put myself into more trouble? Then they talking about some, oh, open your bag. What's in your bag? And I'm looking at them like, you guys can't search my bag without a warrant. You can't search under my stuff. You're not allowed to do that. That's my property. You can't be going through my stuff like that. So I was getting mad and pissed off because I was getting treated like an animal. I was getting treated like some kind of animal or something. I wasn't getting treated like a person. And it's like I don't even know I'm getting mad because all my life I don't think I've ever been treated like a person. I think everybody just always treated me like an animal, like somebody that just doesn't matter or just not is not relevant in life. I don't understand. It's just been like that forever. It's crazy. Even down to my relationships, it's been the same thing. Getting treated like an animal, getting treated like I don't matter, like I don't exist. It's like you just start getting used to that stuff. You start getting used to it. Welcome over here, Mulberry. You have anything to add? I'm about to close. I'm about to just go take a nap and just relax for the rest of the day. I'm about to close. You got anything to add before I close?
No, no.
All right. Well, thank you for joining in.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. So I will be back live Saturday. You can join me here. Follow me in the beauty. Follow Ohima Berry, Burberry 437. Follow Prophet Miracle on TikTok. Join me back live here on Saturday morning. This will be a Q&A live. It will be Prophet Miracle will be our guest on that segment. He's going to be a guest. You can follow his page and just join us. It will be a fun-filled Saturday morning. You're going to make breakfast with me. And I know you guys love breakfast. So Saturday morning, you're going to make breakfast with Inner Beauty. And Prophet Miracle is going to be a guest on our segment.
Will we
So it's
get
going
some
to
of
be a little, it's going to be a little bit, uh, it's going to be a little mixture of things on that segment. It's not going to be so stationary next time. So it's going to be something, that you guys are going to be looking forward to enjoying. Thank you so much. And you guys have a nice afternoon.
okay?